Welcome to Netmaker. In this video, we'll give you an overview of Netmaker's user management system. Your organization may have many users who need various levels of access to your platform. You likely have administrators who need to manage the entire system. Or perhaps you have a few who should have limited management rights. And of course you have your end users, who should only have network access to certain resources. Netmaker's user management system helps you take care of all of this through several steps. First, you set up the means of authentication. Then, you provision your users. After this, you will set access levels for these users. Lastly, you'll configure groups to make permissioning easier. So what options do we have to configure authentication within Netmaker? Netmaker enables user login over Basic Auth, Oauth, or direct IDP integration. With Basic Auth, your users can log in using username, password, and email addresses, with the option for 2FA. Netmaker also supports Oauth via any compatible OIDC provider such as Auth0 or GitHub. Or, you can directly integrate major identity providers such as Google, Microsoft, and Okta. Once configured, your users will be able to log into Netmaker, either for network access or platform access, using the specified mechanism. However, you still need to provision your users, which depends on the methods of authentication you have configured. If you're using Basic Auth, you'll likely create your users directly with username and password. If using Oauth, you will most likely invite your users over email. You also have the option to let them request access, which you can approve or deny. Lastly, with IDP integration, all of your users can be synced directly from your organization. As users are added to your platform, you'll want to ensure they have the appropriate level of platform access. This includes if they can access the platform itself, can perform administrative functions, and some other special roles. This does not include access to specific network resources. To learn more about that, refer to our video on access controls. Primarily, you have your normal users, who just need to access network resources, and your administrators, who need to manage the platform, configure networks, and perform auditing. The service user role grants network access to your normal users, while a variety of roles grant varying levels of access to the platform itself. Super admins own the platform and manage administrators, while admins otherwise have full privileges to configure your platform. A platform user can have permissions on specific networks inside your platform, while auditors get read-only access to the platform. The last thing you'll want to do is create and configure groups of users to manage your roles and access levels more easily. Netmaker comes configured with default groups, which grant admin and user privileges for each network, or for all networks. You can also create your own groups that contain customized privileges based on your organization. And if you've configured IDP integration, your groups will sync automatically from your identity provider. This covers the basics of user management, but let's touch briefly on access controls, which is covered fully in a separate video. For both users and groups provisioned within Netmaker, you will use access controls to manage what resources they can access when using the network. We do this with policies, which consist of a source and a destination. In regards to user management, your source will be a user or a group of users. For example, if you have a group of users called Help Desk, you can create policies that specify which specific resources they have access to on the network. When logging in, only the specified resources will be visible and available to them. For more information on access controls, check out the associated overview video. For now, this concludes our overview of user management in Netmaker. We hope it has been helpful.